I am live, as I promised. We are live. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Black Link Experience. It's your girl, Marva B. Subscribe, like, and share. Leave your comments below because your opinion does matter, and we are here for it. We're here for it, y'all. Come on in, come on in. I hope you guys are going to come and join me tonight. And let's talk about Diddy. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's crazy because I've been preparing to talk about this for a couple of days, and I listened. A lot of people are talking about it, so let's also talk about it, right? Is Diddy broke? Like, is he broke? Is he going broke? Is there a way for him to ever make money again? Like, what is the deal with Diddy? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in the chat. What's up, you guys? It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. So I hope you guys have had a good week this far. I have. I truly have. And I'm excited about it. Um, as you come in, please hit the like button. Let YouTube know that we are here and we are here for it. Um, let's talk in the chat. Share the live if you will. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Hello, hello, hello. Got me some hearts going on. Y'all come on in. Let's talk about it in the chat. We are going to talk about Diddy. Yeah. So for me, it got kind of, hey, Courtney Love, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited about tonight. As promised, I said I'd go live tonight. It's Wednesday, and here we are. And we are here for it. Hey Harlem. Hey, 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 hey. So I just got off Instagram Live. I had an interview over there to do. And so had to get over here, make sure I kept my word. Yes. Thank you guys for being here again. Hit the like button as you come in, if you will. And let's just jump right into it. So, the conversation continues about Diddy. And now, I'm not sure, but I heard he wiped his Instagram clean because possibly he is aware that there could be charges being brought on him. And he did it. And then others are saying that maybe it's possible that his advisors are saying just wipe everything out. Don't be on Instagram. Don't be on social media. Like right now ain't the time for that. I don't know, but my question is he broke? Is he going broke? How is he going to pay for the lawyers? How is he going to stay above water? They said he has these two houses in Florida, one in LA, but they all have a mortgage against them, so he's still having to pay. He don't outright own those. So there's a lot that he's now going to be responsible for, and there just continues to be lawsuit after allegation after allegation. And so let's talk about if we think that he's going broke. If you think Diddy is going broke or that he is nearing broke, put one in the chat. If you think that Diddy will be able to maintain and continue to live the lifestyle that he lives, put a two in the chat. My opinion is I don't know, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what it looks like according to the information that I have. So my thing is and that's anybody in the industry. Okay, so we know that Diddy says that that it is alleged that Diddy has billionaire status, right? He did have billionaire status. We know that Jay-Z, we know that Kanye, we know Master P, billionaires, right? But when you look at a Jay-Z, you look at tangible things when you say that I'm truly a billionaire. And you can look at tangible things with Jay-Z, and you can see that he has the status of a billionaire, and it shows. He has something tangible. He has tangible things that he can show that he's a billionaire. According to Forbes, whenever they were looking at billionaires, right, black men billionaires or whatever, however they look at it, they said that basically that Sean Combs, because he was said to have billionaire status, but they're saying that he was worth about, and this was in 2019, that he was worth about $740 million at the time, that he wasn't able to present the proper documentation showing that he was that he was a literal billionaire. So, but he was worth about 760 something like that $1 million, which is still a lot of money. Not to mention, so how do he get that number? How do they get that number? Well, first of all, you have to think he had Ciroc, right? And Ciroc, if you think about it, so he was making 60 was it 66, $64 million per year on Ciroc. And then he had also had the clothing line. And in the Sean John clothing line, he had, oh, what did Mark say that he had? That he would make about on the Sean John clothing line. I think it was a lot on the Sean John. Yeah, it was 74 million. I really want to tell y'all what it was, what he said. Okay, so not right there. Okay, so they were saying that for Sean John, he was making. I wrote it down. I know I did. Right. Let me see. $66 million a year on the Ciroc. He was making millions upon millions on the Sean John clothing line, right? So but when you look at all of that and whatever money he has, like then you got the allegations and the lawsuits and all these people starting to back out and do business with him, right? So now they're saying currently that Ciroc backed out. He was Sean Diddy was suing Diageo, right, for saying that they was kind of prejudiced, that the black man wasn't getting the black businesses wasn't getting the attention that they should get. He was suing them because he said that they weren't marketing their business and that the black businesses were starving, and so he sued them for that. So he was making $66 million with them, right, through Ciroc for Ciroc, and Ciroc was making money at one point in time, so he was doing really good. But when he sued them, they was like, "All right, so you're suing us." So what they did, they allegedly gave him $200 million now just to settle. Now, when you think about making $66 million per year off of this, and now you want to settle and no longer going to be making money off of this, they give you $200 million. $200 million is not a lot of money to someone who is billionaire status and living the lifestyle that they live at that rate, right? So they took that away, right? And then you look at the Sean John clothing line, and then you look at the eyewear, the eyeglass business that was going to happen, that's not going to happen any longer. So you take all that away because just the association with Diddy's name is people are pulling out. Macy's pulled out. All these people pulled out. The partnerships pulled out. So if Diddy's sitting on $400 million, let's just say that he has $400 million, but we can't forget he still does have the music that he's going to make money off of. I think the music will do fine. But if you could just say that he have $400 million, how is someone with $400 million with all these allegations and all this bad press and all these people pulling out? How can you make that $400 million grow? Like, there's no way he can make that money grow when you attach Sean Diddy to it, when you attach his name to it. So I feel like right now at this point, he's getting it's dwindling and he's going to lose money. I know Tisa talks, she's talked about how much his lawyers were per hour, and it was this huge number per hour. How do you keep up with that? That's exactly what I was talking about, Harlem, the lawyers, right? How is he going to continue to pay the lawyers when the money's not growing? So you're having a steady spend this large amount of money, but there's no way you're building it up. There's nobody that's going to allow you to invest as Sean Combs in their businesses and be okay with it. They're not gonna, I just don't see how Diddy is going to make his money grow. So whatever money he has, he can start selling off assets But when you have a mortgage on a home, he could sell the home and pay it off and take anything extra that he had and get him another home that's paid for. But we're talking about how are you going to make money? Now, we can't take away from the fact that Diddy is a very brilliant businessman. I even heard someone talking about that just early. Yeah, was that yesterday? They were talking about how even Diddy would sign contracts and there would be a loophole how he could get out of these contracts, right? Very brilliant businessman. But when does brilliance take precedence over these allegations and lawsuits and this bad name that he has for himself now? Like his brand is tarnished. So how does he continue to make money? And I just don't see how that happens. So what I'm saying is that if he's not broke, it's going away. And I was always so thinking, I was like, okay, if if you're a billionaire, that's a lot of money, right? How does a billionaire go broke overnight? How does a billionaire go broke in a month? Like, there's no way possible other than what's going on with Diddy, right? The bad press, the businesses pulling out, they're the no longer the partnerships. Even people in music are not wanting to associate their name with Diddy at this time. They're having a lot of people have not spoke out, but they're not doing business and they're not coming to his rescue or his defense. So I really don't know how he will continue to do that. I would say I hope that he set his kids up to be business minded and maybe they can create businesses and do things that are amazing to make money so they continue to live the lifestyle that they're living. I don't know. Um, so I just don't know. But at this point, if I would say is Diddy broke? Well, maybe not broke today, but it's dwindling day by day, each day. And I think the killer part of all of this is that the lawyers are taking the majority of the money because he has to do that. He has to pay for these lawyers to if he wants to have any kind of hope of getting past any of them, any of the lawsuits. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Um, No, so Harlem, that interview won't go on YouTube. Anytime I do live, I don't put them up on there because they're live and people can just go to Instagram and watch them. So I haven't. Um, but anyway, you guys, thank y'all for being here. I see 6 people and I only see 3 likes. So if y'all will go ahead and hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Yeah, that's a small number, but we're gonna grow and we're gonna be good and we're gonna get back to where we used to be, where we was kind of trending. You remember that, Harlem? We was trending. It was going down. It was going down. So we're gonna get back to that because I'm going to dedicate to go live and to bring you the some good and bring you some good content as we go now that I'm become a little bit more free. So I also wanted to talk about Remy Ma and her son. Like so as you guys know, and of course I'm a little behind, but her son was allegedly well, her son was has been taken down, being accused of a murder for hire, is what I'm hearing. I just don't know how. Yeah, you have to go back on Instagram and watch it. I just don't know I would take that, how I would take that information and process it being my child. Um, Him and a friend of his have been charged with this murder. Um, and it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate that it had to go this way. But what we're going to do is continue to watch. Like Remy Ma has had like a not so good year as far as family dynamics, right? Her and Papoose, now her son. Those are two big deals. Your husband and your son is a big deal when it comes to family dynamics. And I was saddened to see that had happened to her son. But hopefully, I don't know. We just pray that they get through it. Remy Ma is a big celebrity, and it's kind of hard to 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 get that kind of news. So, hey, Beauty J, hey, girl, thank you for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and hit that like, girl. Hit that like button. So what do you guys think about Remy Ma and the son? Well, really about the son and the murder for hire. And what has happened? Like, that's crazy. Poor hey, girl. So also I wanted to know what you guys thought about um thank you. What you guys thought about the book. Should we still go ahead and move forward and talk about the book now that I'm free to do so? Or do we think, we've waited too long to do that? Yeah, it's sad, and I hate that it happened because at the end of the day, like if this is true, like everybody loses. Nobody wins in this. Like a life has been taken, and then two other lives have been taken, the ones that are allegedly accused of doing it. So it's really a lose-lose situation. And it has to be hard, for them to go through this. It's I can imagine. So being who she is, there's not going to be a lot of privacy that she probably needs. But that's the way the ball bounces when you're a celebrity. Everybody's in the business and everybody has their opinion of what they think about it, and that's just how they're used to it. She's used to it. She's been in the business a long time. So yeah. And then also, we've talked enough about Cardi B, I think. I think that my point was made. I got my point across on my live. So I'm not going to continue to beat a dead horse. Like I've said what I said. But the reason that I came back a second time is because people was like, how you bashing Cardi? Like I got DMs, how like I was bashing Cardi. In no way, if you look at it, was I bashing? Like I rocks with Cardi B, right? I just want her to make good choices, like for herself, because she deserves that. That's it. So yeah, they was in my DM, like, and yeah. Anyway, yeah. So what are we gonna do about the book, y'all? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna continue to read and come and talk about it? Like that would be something fun. We talk about all this other stuff that's so heavy. Like we get a book is gonna be kind of heavy too, but it would be fun to talk about the book still. Regardless, we can wake it back up. I feel like we're not hearing as much about Diddy as we have. Like it's kind of being silent a little bit, but I think it's the calm before the storm. My opinion only, that it's just a matter of time, and there's going to be an indictment. And I don't know, I'm not really knowing how I feel about, is it just going to be Diddy? Like it was just R. Kelly, like there should have been other people indicted as well. So is it just going to be, if you're going to indict R. Kelly, there should have been other people. So with that said, is it just going to be Diddy? And people are saying, well, if Diddy gets indicted, like he's going to bring the whole industry down with him. I don't know, but I do feel like there will be an indictment. I mean, I just it's yeah, it's taking a long time, um, but I don't know. I just feel like it is. Can you imagine when it does come down? Or if it comes down. But at this point, Diddy has not he has not been arrested or charged with anything, and he maintains his innocence except for the video that he could not lie about anymore. They said that when he was spotted in California, that they wanted him to come back to California because there were to be questioned more. Like that's not set in stone. I'm not sure, that's alleged. But that's what I heard, that the reason he was in California is because the feds needed him to come back, and there was some more questioning that had to be made. Now, if that's true or not, I'm not sure. Yes, and I believe that like wholeheartedly. So that's what I guess I'm saying is that if they come and get Diddy, Is Diddy gonna get the higher ups and bring them down? Or what's gonna happen? Like what happens when, you know, this type of stuff goes down and you have the powers that be that control your life, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But I do think there's gonna be an indictment. Moving right along. I didn't really get to talk about the Fox Soul thing with Claudia and Armand. And what's his other one's name on there? What's his name, y'all? But anyway, I didn't get to talk about it, but it is unfortunate that the show is put on hold or it is gone away, whatever the case may be, because I really like the show. And I didn't even realize, like, when Funky Dineva left the show, he chose to leave. I didn't realize, like, all of the bickering and the things that were going on. Yes, I haven't. Just a second. You guys, I'm being interrupted. Let me take a look. Hal, you driving? Oh, okay. I'll call you in a little bit. Be careful. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I have a driver now, a teenage driver that wants to take my car. But anyway, so, but I want to know y'all's opinion. No, not Funky Dineva. He left, right? And so Armand came. Armand Wiggins, Claudia. What's the other guy that was always there? Um, and I know too. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Come on, y'all, help me. Anyway, ow, yes, ow, ow, yes. Yes, those three. So I didn't realize all the bickering behind the scenes, right? So when the roast went down, like he said that he liked it, like he enjoyed it, and then ends up calling Funky Dineva like he was heated. Like, did you hear what he said? Like, and so it was just a big mess, and I hate that. Like, I know, what's his name that owned it, that started it. I interviewed him and he was on the cover of my magazine and he's a really good guy. He's a really good guy and just to see all the bickering, I'm like, "Ooh, is that really going on?" But that goes on everywhere, right? There's always mess on your job, wherever there's going to be mess. But I hate that it had to go away. So they're saying that Claudia knew that the show was going to end. I thought that Armand was saying that it was just going to end while they take a summer vacation, that they were going to come back. So, do y'all know? Is it ended? Is it coming back? Like, what's going on with it? Like, I really missed a lot of that being busy with the event. But poor Al, like they drug Al, drugging, and then they talked really bad about Armand. Said Armand Wiggins was the cause of the show to be canceled. And then people like hate Claudia. And I like her. Like I like Claudia. I really do. Um she is an advocate for women and she's serious about that. Like she means it about that, right? But I thought she did really well with the show and I thought she did really really well with the content that they brought. I don't know. I don't know. I just hate that it's gone away because I really did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. And I enjoy the content of it. So that's that. And that's that. Okay. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. All right, y'all. So listen, we've been on here about 25 minutes. I feel like now I'm rambling. So I'm gonna go now. For now, I do have some other topics that I'm gonna talk about. We will be back on Friday live, and I may come in between those times and go live, but we will be back. So I'm gonna go for now. And tend to my family. But I'll see y'all here on Friday. Harlem, continue to do what you do. Thank you so much for doing that and sending me stuff. I appreciate it. If anybody else have things they want to send me, you can do that. Um, No, I didn't see the response. I need the whole Beauty said, I need the whole book. I was so upset. People hyped the book up and I didn't see what they saw. Oh, really? You didn't like it? So with that said, what do you think about it, Harlem? Have you read more of it? So you was disappointed. You don't think that it was what people were saying. So that it's boring. Is that what you're saying, Beauty? I just thought. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm not gonna hear about him? Okay. Regardless if we come on here and talk about it or not, I'm going to read it. Okay. I'm going to read the story. I'm going to read the book. And then I'll just come back with my opinion. And then we can discuss it. But I'm gonna read the whole entire book and then let's discuss it. And I'll tell you how I feel about it. I will rate it. We can rate it at that time. Fair? Fair enough? I'm sorry that I had to put that on hold, but I had so much going on, so I had to. So anyway, you guys, again, happy Wednesday. Have a good night. Have a good evening or whatever. Have a good rest of your week. We'll be back on Friday late. It'll be late, 10ish Central Time. So if you guys are still up and want to join us, let's just have some fun. And I'll bring whatever content I have. We'll talk about it. And I'll see y'all Friday. Other than that, thank you guys for coming in. And as usual, we are here for everything. We're here for all of it. We are nosy and we want to know and we want to talk about it because we have our opinions, right? All right, you guys, I'm going to go for now. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.